know what impact we can have on others by the experiences we go through. And I know it's several of y'all, Brooke, Layla, Daphne, several of y'all who Madison, who can write a book about your life right now and what you've gone through. And so I'm excited to introduce to you guys someone who has a tremendous story, a story that's very inspirational. I met him through another speaker. Brewster is an ex-convict. He went through a lot. He could have gave up, but he didn't have pity in the storm. He gained power. And so now he's an entrepreneur who's made millions of dollars, who's making millions of dollars, and he has a truth that he's going to share with you today to hopefully inspire you and motivate you as we journey down into an amazing season. So let's give him our full attention. Make sure we're sitting up. Make sure we're listening. All right. And if you have questions, get those, gather those, and hold those to the end so you can be able to ask any questions that you may have. Okay. Let's give Brewster 3 hand claps.
I like that. So good afternoon. I want to first start by thanking Coach Reed, Coach Williams, and y'all administration for the opportunity to stand before you young ladies. I'll give you a brief background of myself. I'm someone who spent almost 14 calendar years while I was in prison. While I was incarcerated, I lost my brother to a gang violence. I lost my mother to a drug overdose. So I've kind of been through a few things in my life. But what I done in prison is not the reason I'm standing in front of y'all. I'm standing in front of y'all because of what I was able to accomplish upon leaving prison. That's the reason why I'm standing in front of y'all. It's a lot of young ladies. I was just telling Coach, it's a lot of young ladies right now sitting around the country that'll give anything to come to JSU right now and come play ball. So my question and my challenge to y'all is, do y'all still have that passion and those type of dreams? Are you able to persevere through adversity? So while I was incarcerated, they always told me, man, you'll be back. You'll be back. And I always thought, like, man, that's crazy how, I was down and out and y'all counted me out. I came home and I took off running. Well, my point in telling you guys that is, as the season starts and it's coming, y'all are going to go through a lot of adversity, a lot of challenges, a lot of changes. The question is, are you able to respond to it effectively? Are you able to use it as motivation to get to the next level? People see my success and they be like, man, you balling. And I often tell people we speak about the success, but not the work that was put in. The practice that I took day in and day out to get here. So the way, I'm gonna check y'all practice out. So the way y'all practice is gonna tell me the way you're gonna perform in that game. It's gonna show me who the leaders are. It's gonna show me that when it's fourth quarter, 2 minutes left on the clock, who's gonna step up? Who are the people that's gonna step up like, hey, no, don't do this, we need to do this, we need to do that. Those are the type of people that they don't only inspire me, but they also are people that are future leaders of the world because they're able to, in a critical situation, in war, in battle, they have the mental capacity to make sound decisions. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes left on the clock, is you gonna block, is you gonna cut to the hole, or is you finna cry and lay down because you didn't get the ball? Or is you finna be upset because we didn't put you in, but we didn't put you in because we felt like we had a better shot with her? It's a team thing. Like, what is your mentality going into the season? Is it about us winning collectively? Is it about you just having your shine? Because in my company, I often tell people, when I bring you in, there is no big me and little you. I am the owner of the company. Yes, I run the show, but I'm here as a team member. I'm here to work with you, not against you. So if I'm correcting you, that means there's something wrong. I'm not doing all this just to lose. People that knew me in prison, when they see me, they be like, man, bro, you doing good. I be like, yeah, bro, I ain't do all that time to come home and fail. So I'm not coming to practice every day running up and down this basketball court just to be doing it. The point of me doing this and giving my all is to succeed. And this be the kicker. So like right now I have so much success, the expectations and the pressure is here. So that's the same thing with y'all. Y'all winners, proven winners, y'all back to being rated at #1. So the expectations and the pressure is here. How do you move in them moments? Are you able to step up to the big stage? Those are the things that's going to be determining factors if we're going to be successful or are we going to lose. I don't know you guys' personal situation, but my personal situation, I came up in a dysfunctional household. My mother was a drug addict. We grew up gang banging and all that or whatever. While I was in prison, I always told myself, if I get one shot, if they just let me go just one time, when I walk out, it's up. So many of y'all, when y'all was in high school and middle school, all y'all was saying is, I need one shot. I need one shot. Well, you got your shot now. The question is, what are you going to do with the shot? The question is, when you're mad and in your feelings, are you still going to be able to perform at a high level? My peers, my old friends, I don't even associate with them because I tell people the individuals that are in my life, we hold each other accountable. So if you miss this block, I'm finna let you know you just missed this block. You missed that pass, I'm letting you know you missed that pass, because when I play this weekend on CBS, I'm winning. I'm not doing this just to be going through the motion, and that's not the reason we're doing this. We're not doing this just to go through the motion. We doing this to win. I'm simply coming to practice today, and I'm going to give my all. So when it's time for me to get in the game, it's about winning. We friends, I like you, we cool and all that, but you just missed that free throw. That means Monday when we get to practice, you need to be shooting about 100 free throws. This is the kind of accountability that I have at my company. Dude come in late for work, I ain't going to have to say nothing to him. My transportation manager going to say something. I had an incident. The driver say, man, Mr. Brewster, the customer told me to pull into their driveway. That's why I hit the mailbox. I say, so did you hit the mailbox? But hold on, there is no buts. Yes or no? He say, yes, we're going to fix it. It's going to come out your check. Your character is going to take you places that money and everything else can't. Your character is what's going to determine in them battles, in the heat of the moment when it's crucial. 30 seconds left on the clock, we got one time out. Your character is what's finna determine if we finna win or if we finna lose. Meaning, is you finna cheat the play? Is you finna really give it your all, or is you finna cheat the play? Or is it? So I meet people, when I say this, I meet people who have had previous success and they riding on what they did back then. This 2023, that's over with. What we doing now? What we finna do right now, right here, today? What is we gonna do? I don't want to hear about what we won in 18, 19, 20. I want to win now. You have a lot of people that's still living off their glory days. I tell people in prison that I go to the prisons all across the country, and the old heads, they all be out there in the day room, and I be like, bro, y'all still talking about what happened in the 90s? We ain't deciding and thinking about what we gonna do with our life now. That's over with. So when I'm telling y'all that, I'm speaking from the perspective of understanding what you done last season, what you done the season before, wherever it is that y'all may come from, that don't matter. What matters right now is us coming together and figuring out a blueprint for us to be successful. Now, you know, during that, it's gonna be heated moments. One of my best employees is someone who I've gotten into it with 1,000,000 times. Hey, it's family. Family gets into it with each other. I argue with my brothers, you know, we're gonna argue. But that's more of constructive criticism. Are you able to process and accept constructive criticism? Hey, you keep falling back on defense. Is you finna get mad about me telling you that, or is you gonna step up and accept that, hey, you know what? You're right, I need to give more effort. Being able to accept that constructive criticism, being able to identify the areas that you yourself are messing up is what's gonna allow you to be successful. Every day I look in the mirror and I tell myself, it's all about you. The more valuable I am at the company, the more chance that we have of winning. I focus on doing my job. I make sure that my other guys, they doing their job. Now, let me tell y'all the downside to this. So let's say, for instance, you're not doing your job, and you ain't really bringing no real value to us. I don't have no problems with telling you, hey, we're gonna part ways right here. Hey, right here, we're gonna part ways. But bro, this is why we're gonna part ways. We're looking to win the championship. You just cool with winning 1 or 2 games. It's a difference. I don't want to win 1 or 2 games. I need to know on November 7th when y'all finna get ready to play that team, is we going into this to dominate, or are we just going to go win a game and live off our name, JSU? All of these things are going to show once we're on the big stage. Once it's camera, lights, action, everything that we've been practicing, everything you've been talking about, it's going to show right then and there. So Your physical skills, the dribbling and the shooting, great, wonderful. I'm sure the coach gonna make sure all that's straight. But what about the mental and emotional aspect of the game? What about when this girl is she irritating you? She all on you. You get mad. You done try to get the ball foul, and they ain't calling the foul. Well, she doubled. They didn't call the travel. So we finna cry about that, or we gonna pick our heads up and let's grind. Let's get it. Let's get it. This is the mentality that you're gonna have to go into the new year if you're really trying to step it up and win on a high level. Back home, my partners, they see me. Everybody be telling me they want to make all these millions of dollars until it's time to do what it's gonna take to make the millions of dollars. So let me ask you a question. Who all in here want to win a ring this year? Okay, so that means if everybody in here want to win a ring this year, that means we're gonna have to be willing to put in the work that it's gonna take to actually make it happen. This is why I'm coming in here telling you people this. This is the reason why I'm so passionate about what it is that I do across the country. We have a lot of youngsters, especially our youth. Y'all are possessed with unbelievable potential and talent, but you are neglected and wasted, and for what? I just told y'all when I first started talking, it's young ladies all across the country right now. All they dreaming about is getting the opportunity to go to JSU to go play ball. Y'all have that opportunity. I don't want to take up a lot of y'all time and hold y'all up with preaching to y'all, but I do want y'all to understand the significance of the opportunity y'all have before y'all right now. It's girls around the country that is not going to school. They're not able to. They didn't get the scholarship. They didn't have the funding. Their family wasn't there. Whatever the situation was, they didn't make it. But y'all did. Take advantage of this. Your classes, I'm taking full advantage of everything that the institution has to offer. If not, you can find yourself dead or incarcerated. I'm not telling y'all this because it sounds good. I'm someone who actually come from this. When I was y'all age, I was so focused on wanting to be down and be a part of the EAT crowd that I lost focus on what I needed to be doing, and it cost me about 14 calendar summers. I left when I was 17. By the time I came back, I was 32. My purpose in telling y'all that is because I don't want y'all to make the same mistake I did. Don't wait till you're 24 and say, man, that year we was balling, man, I could have really went a little harder. Or I really could have. I don't want to talk about shoulda, coulda, wouldas when we have now. We have now the opportunity to go out here, shock the world, show everybody this is what we standing on, this is what we about. For the people that don't want to fit that, or the people that's not with that, they're going to weed themselves out. But out this group of people right here, some tells me it's some young ladies that's serious and committed to really winning. And when you're around them kind of people, they may rub you a little wrong. Their aggression may seem like they don't like me, or nah, they for real about winning and you playing. That's why they tripping like this. They come into practice every day, giving it they all, and then now it's Saturday, we in the game, we here to win. What are you doing? So when they catch that little attitude with you, they catching that attitude because you should have ran that extra lap. And then in the fourth quarter, with 2 minutes left, you wouldn't be tired. You my teammate, I watch what you do in practice. So I watch your level of commitment. I watch your level of dedication to the game. This is where the respect comes in at. I watch you cheat the game every day. You ain't really doing the 2 a days like you supposed to. You ain't really running the plays and learning the playbook like you really supposed to. You done glanced through it a few times or whatnot, but you ain't really setting the pick like you need to. You're not taking these things serious, and these small details are things that are going to show once we lights, camera, action. Take advantage of y'all opportunity. I wish y'all the best on the upcoming year, and I'm hoping and praying that I'm able to see y'all on the big stage, because it's evident y'all have the talent. It's evident that y'all have the coaches and everything y'all need to succeed. But I always tell people the one thing nobody can give you is the hustle. It's sold separately. I wish y'all the best in the upcoming year, and thank you, Coach Reed, for the opportunity to speak to the team. So, excuse me, and then I want to play somebody just to get it on the field that I rocked y'all. Now I'm just messing with but if you have any questions, I am open to them. We don't have no questions? Oh, I was finna say that ain't good.
I can tell the way they move. It's a bunch of questions.
How deep can we get into it?
You can ask anything you want to, baby.
So what was you incarcerated?
I went to prison for 4 aggravated robberies with deadly weapons and 4 aggravated assaults with deadly weapons. I was 16 years old when I committed the crime. They held me till I turned 17 and charged me as an adult. Yes.
So what was your process like while you was in jail, trying to figure out your blueprint and what you was gonna do when you got out?
So actually, while I was incarcerated, that was my time to get myself together. When I say get myself together, I took every class inside the institution. I read every book in the institution. Politics, history, science, religion, economics, finances, different cultures, anything you can think of, I took the time to educate myself on it because I knew once I was released, I'm somebody that needs to be diversified. I'm somebody that needs to be able to go to the White House and talk to the president, then leave him and go talk to the dope fiends if I need to. I needed that versatility to myself. So my process while I was incarcerated was all about bettering myself. I knew I was more than what I came from. It's just that's what I was shown as a kid, so I adapted to that environment. Go ahead.
At what age did you think, like, did it click for you? Like, what age did you, like, mature, like, you just on the process?
So let me say this. I matured. I was doing things at 13, 14 years old that grown men was doing. So the maturity was there, but the mental and emotional maturity didn't take place until my brother was killed. I was someone that influenced my brother to be a gang member. So I was in prison, and when they called me to the chaplain office, they was like, you got a phone call, Mr. Brewster? I was like, yeah, what's up? I was like, hello? And it was my sister telling me, man, they killed little brother. And in my mind, I couldn't picture my 16-year-old brother being killed. I'm like, nah. I'm like, what you just say? She was like, yeah, man, they shot him in the head twice. You know, he was coming down the stairs and they caught him. And when I left out of there, I was so mesmerized, like, damn, that's crazy. You led your brother like this. So if you can lead people to living like this and doing this, you can do it on the right side of the tracks. That's when everything started clicking for me. I had done been through so much pain and took so many losses that once I snapped, like, bro, you tripping. You bigger than this right here. You got the influence and the power to really do great things, but you wasting your potential wanting to be down with some clowns. So when my brother got killed is when that transformation really took place. I probably was 22, 23, because I probably had been locked up about 5, 6 years at that time.
You said you own a company?
Yes, ma'am.
What is it?
I own a trucking company. It's called Brewster Logistics. I got 10 trucks, 10 trailers. What I do is help individuals that come home from prison, guys that's in the streets. You're looking to change your life. I'm showing you how to get a bag of money, go drive a truck home. I'm showing you. My thing is, I know people that's gonna go commit all kind of crimes to get this chain, to get this watch, to get these shoes. Well, I can show you how to get this without committing no crimes, baby. You can just go get in the truck and cut NBA young boy on. And little baby and drive. That's all you gotta do. So that's the company I own, and I also had a big reform movement, which is like a business to where I go to all the institutions around the country and I speak to different prisons. I'm trying to get their heart, their mind right, because today's inmate is tomorrow's neighbor. So it's very important that we are rehabilitating them, because you know you might be my neighbor tomorrow. I got a daughter and everything. I don't need you around my daughter and you crazy. So those are the 2 companies I got. Any more questions? Yes, ma'am.
When you got out, you know, you said you wanted to better your life and you thought about it during jail. So, like, how did you keep going, like, going back to your environment that you came from? Like, I know that could be, like, a little hard. It's easier said than done.
Right, that's a good question, actually. When I came home from prison, I was so disgusted with the state of my community, with the state of my partners. Like, I've been gone 14 years. This still what y'all doing? This what y'all on? I was so disgusted with it to where I no longer even wanted to be around it. It's very important that you surround yourself around like-minded people, people that striving for the same things you are. I've lost my best friend because I wanted to change my life. I've lost family members, like, because they're gonna see you in the light of the old. Like, well, you used to be down to do X, Y, and Z, but I ain't doing that no more. So it wasn't nothing that was complicated, more about when I came home, I was more disgusted than anything, because it was just like, this it? I've been gone 14 years, this what y'all do? You still live with your mom? Boy, you 40? Okay. So it was more about that for me, and I was able to see, like, man, you really, God done bless you. You got a shot to really get your game up. Yeah, you did that time, that's cool and dandy, but you got the opportunity to do something great with yourself if you lock in and focus. The mindset that I had then, had I had it when I was right here at child stage, ain't no telling what I could have pulled off. I just didn't have the mental and emotional maturity to be able to tell my peers, like, no, I don't want to do that. I was easily influenced. This is why I'm telling y'all, hey, don't let the pressure and the cap, influence you. You need to be locked in on that ball and them books. Everything else gonna be there. This is why I'm telling y'all that. What's your question?
What's your why? Like, why do you do it? What's your purpose in life?
My why was that I wanted a different life. I really come from a traumatic household. I grew up watching my mama get beat. I grew up watching my mama sell her body to go and get high. You know what I'm saying? I come from gangbanging. I really come from that life. So when you come from it and God give you an opportunity to do something else, you better take that chance and go do something with it. So my why was I don't want that no more in my life. And it's crazy because I have more money and success now doing right than I ever did when I was living like this. And I done gave this right here everything I got, only to end up with nothing. Any more questions? What we got?
So, like, what's some advice you would give to someone who's like, say, like, for instance, I'll go back home and be like tempted to like be around people that's still in that environment that I want to be away from. Like, what advice would you give to like someone to like let somebody know, like, you feel me, like we no longer can either hang out if they don't change, or like that's not like what I'm looking for.
Right. So the first thing is going to be about you looking in the mirror and you being serious and committed to yourself. Because once you locked in and you serious about what you're trying to accomplish, everything and everybody else become obsolete. That's the first and foremost thing. The biggest thing is you. It's not the outside influences. It's not the people. It is you. You're making the decisions at all times. You're in control. So when you go back home and you want to go chill with your partners and they doing X, Y, and Z, so I'll give you an example. My best friend, I'm not gonna say he was doing nothing illegal or nothing, but he still want to go to the hood and chill. He want to smoke, and he like, bro, I got a job, and I ain't getting in no trouble or nothing. And I'm like, yeah, you right. You got a job, you ain't getting in trouble, but I want more than that. I'm better than that. So with that being said, I'm going to a conference this weekend. You want to go? Yeah. No, this is the type of thing. These are the type of things. When I say that, I'm showing you the things that I tell my partners to where they not gonna even want to come kick it with me. Saturday, bro, we gonna go do X, Y, and Z. Man, Saturday morning, I'm gonna be at the gym. Oh, okay. Man, how about Thursday night? We gonna go do? I can't do that, man. I gotta get up. I'm going to Jackson in the morning. Hey, let's go do. My time and my schedule is always so busy doing something productive to where if you're not trying to do this, we ain't gonna never have time for each other no way. Coach Reed told me to be at practice at 2, so I gotta go to practice, I gotta go to class. When I get home, I need to spend time with my mom. I'm trying to do this. You have to become so busy and obsessed with being successful that you don't even have time for the negative peers anyway.
Where you from?
I'm from Dallas. What we got? Any more questions?
So do you have a daughter?
I have a daughter. I just had my first daughter. She's 2.5. I'm 39. I'll be 40 in a few months. So I had my daughter right when I was 37. Yeah, it's crazy too. It's unbelievable. I can't even believe I have a child, but I do have one.
You want more kids?
No. No.
So how can I help like my siblings? Because yeah, my vision different, but I'm far from home, and
Right.
they're still in that environment. So like, how can I help them see
a different way? You help them by dominating and winning right here. That's how you help your siblings, allowing them to see what you're doing at JSU. You'll be surprised at the way they look up to you and admire what you're doing right now. That was one of my problems when I was y'all age. I'm thinking that my little brother and them ain't really paying attention to me. Like, man, little bro, them ain't. So I'm out here, we doing all this, and little do I know my little brothers is really paying attention to me. And as they growing up, he followed in that same footstep, but it got him killed. So this is why I'm telling y'all, all of y'all have younger brothers, sisters, siblings, cousins, nephews, nieces, whatever it is. You think they not paying attention to you, I promise, they are super locked in. And then, it's a badge of honor to be able to say, my big sister played for JSU, or man, my cousin played, so they're super locked in on y'all. So you have to know the influence and the power that you have over your younger peers, especially your family members, because they locked in on you.
Alright. Y'all, let's give Bruce a 10-hand clap.
And they counted me.
Awesome. We really appreciate you. You have an amazing story. And
Thanks.
thank you for tying it into what we have going on. And I know we're gonna read more about you. I know you got some great things in store. How can the ladies follow you?
You can go to any social media site, Boss Man Brewster. It'll have a blue check so you'll know it's me. I work with the hip hop community real tough. All of the entertainers and stuff, I work with them because the hip hop community has one of the biggest influences of our community. So I don't need to get the community. I need to get the rappers. If I get them, then I get the community. So I work with a lot of them as far as with reforming and transforming people's lives. So if y'all in tune, want to check it out, Boss Man Brewster on all platforms.
You follow back?
If you got something productive going on, I do.
I just followed you.
You did? See, she on guys. She said, I just followed you.
We'll check y'all out on this basketball court. Let's go. Let's have a good one, ladies.
I didn't get the